Hey y'all, welcome to Kamira's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a juicy chicken breast baked. Now y'all know I don't really mess with the chicken tartare, but baby, sometimes you might want to put some chicken tartare on some salad, have it as a little side, maybe do a little meal prep. So I'm going to show you how you can bake some juicy chicken breasts, okay? So first off, I am going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. You really want to cook these at high temperatures so that it stays juicy. If you cook it low and slow, I feel like they tend to come out dry. Now I have three big old chicken breasts. Okay, now y'all know how they feeding these birds these days. One chicken breast is enormous. So here's what you have to do. What I like to do is put down a little bit of wax paper, and you see there's a thin side and a thicker side. And then I'm going to put the wax paper over the chicken breast, and then I am going to pound out the side that is thicker so that it becomes more even. I also find that this makes the chicken breast a bit more tender. Now, those of y'all that are bougie and you have a meat mallet, baby, go ahead and use it. But honey, I'm going to use my rolling pin because I don't have no meat mallet. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? Okay. Now, once I have the chicken breast fairly even, I'm going to do this to the rest of them. Now, I do this pretty much every time I bake chicken breast. I know some people don't like to do it, but I find that if you don't do this step, the chicken breast really cooks unevenly. That tip cooks so quickly, and then the other side really needs to cook longer. So if you do have the time, I suggest it. Once I have pounded out my 3 chicken breasts, I'm going to season them really however I want. You can do this however you want. These are the seasonings that I tend to go for. I have Sazon Tropical, some garlic, scallion, allspice seasoning, pepper, thyme, buttery steakhouse seasoning, some paprika. You guys can use whatever you like, but I will put the measurements down in the description box. One of the cheat codes for juicy chicken breast is adding a tablespoon of mayo and then some olive oil. I just feel like some avocado oil mayo just really makes this chicken taste so good. I'm using about a half of a teaspoon each of every seasoning that I showed you, except the thyme. I'm only using a fourth of a teaspoon of thyme. You could also just replace that with Italian seasoning or mixed herbs. And I am adding a teaspoon of salt. You, of course, should just salt to taste and just do it depending on how many chicken breasts you are making. I really feel like you have to not only season this well, because y'all know chicken breasts don't really got fat like that. It don't really got that flavor unless you add it, but also you want the chicken breast to get a really good color by the time it comes out of the oven. So that paprika and the spices on the outside are really key to getting a crust. Plus, as the mayo melts, it helps mix with the spices and forms a beautiful color on your chicken breast. So once these are well coated, I just let them sit at room temperature for about 15 minutes just to make sure they don't have any chill on them. And then I'm going to add them to a baking sheet with some parchment paper. I like to just add an additional very light spray of olive oil to help with the color, and a meat thermometer I feel like is really critical to getting the chicken breast right, okay? Because if you overcook it, it is done. I am going to use a insert probe, and I'm going to set the monitor to go off at 160 degrees. By the time the chicken breast reaches 165 degrees, if it makes it to that temperature in the oven, it's going to be overcooked because it's going to carry over in temperature. So mine cooked for about 18 minutes. The cook time is really going to depend on how thick your chicken breasts are. Okay, just be mindful that you need to pull it at about 160 degrees. You could actually even pull it at 159, 158. It will carry over to 165. Now, you do need to let these rest for about 7 minutes. It's much better to let your meat rest longer and warm it up than to cut it too early and let all the juices run. But as you can see, this chicken breast is juicy, it is delicious, and it is ready for your meal. Let me know if you're going to try this. I'll see you next time at Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye.